Coming up, adventure in the skies.
It's really, really amazing.
A marathon desert trek.
That's when they go to bed.
And a wee drink at sunset.
That is just revolting, that is.
The 8 young adventurers have just achieved their greatest success of the trip so far. It was also their toughest assignment, to build a camel enclosure at the edge of the Namibian desert in just a few days.
If you can get it done in 3, we've got a special treat lined up for you.
They took on the challenge, but found the 40-degree heat exhausting.
One of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
Aimee made few friends when she said they weren't working hard enough.
If you add up the time that each of us messes around, it's a full day, for goodness sake.
She has probably done my head in.
And she gets really stressed over nothing.
Ellie had an emotional 14th birthday during the project.
We're not going to finish it. It's so hard and we're not getting anywhere.
In the end, they had to work right through the last night.
It's the final one!
Yay! And with minutes to spare, they made it in time for the opening ceremony.
Can't believe we've actually got it done all by ourselves. It just feels so amazing.
It's just going to be fantastic.
The team have more than earned their award. A unique day helping dart rhinos by helicopter, and expedition leader Bruce has an extra surprise.
One of you is actually going to get a chance to spend the day in the helicopter where the vet is doing the darting. And it's been decided, because of your birthday, Ellie, to give that to you. So I hope that's a nice little surprise for you.
They've got a long journey ahead away from the desert region to a game reserve called Ongava. It's a spectacular drive, but they see very little of it. During the darting operation, Ellie gets the prime seat right next to the pilot.
It's really, really amazing. I thought I'd be like really scared, but it's not too scary.
Ongava Reserve wants to dart up to 8 white rhinos to tag them and check their health. But first they need to locate them. Not easy in an area of 200 square miles.
Gone too far. Stand back of it. Okay, yeah, we need to spot them.
Trackers on the ground guide them, and with their help, they finally spot a group.
They're in a really, bushy area, so we're going to try and push them towards a less forested area.
The vet, Ho, needs to be able to get in a clear shot with his dart gun.
Which one are you going to go for, Ray? The small one. Small one, okay.
On Ho's signal, the pilot will swoop in low, giving him just a split second to get in his dart.
I'm ready. Go, 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 go. Go. We're darted.
It's a perfect shot at the very first attempt.
Keep your eye on the darted one for me, Ellie.
Okay.
The dart contains a tranquilizer to put the rhino to sleep for a while. And once the animal's down, the vet and ground crew quickly move in. They've only about half an hour if the rhino's not going to come to any harm.
What can I do to help?
First task for Ellie, to help keep the rhino cool in the baking hot sun.
Amazing. It seems so huge. You'd expect its skin to be really sort of harsh, but it's actually quite soft.
The rhino has its valuable horn drilled, so a microchip can be put in to deter poachers.
I'm injecting the rhino with antibiotics. It's all in, I think.
Next, Ho cuts notches in the rhino's ear to identify it.
It looks painful, but you know it's for their continued survival. Best birthday present ever. Do I get to take it home?
The Rhino wakes up a bit dazed, but none the worse for wear.
I just loved the helicopter. It was so cool. It was just like mind-blowing, and it was kind of awe-inspiring seeing the Rhino and knowing that you've actually done something to help it.
Tomorrow they head into the hostile desert for their main expedition, and leader Emma has one last exercise before they go.
Where is one place that we've got water that's going to waste?
Trees. Washing.
Trees, yeah.
When we
Washing.
kind of urinate.
The penny drops.
That's rank.
So we're just going to have a go at seeing how we can drink our own urine.
No!
Oh, no.
I'll be sick!
Yeah,
that's just horrible.
Together.
They won't, of course, be drinking actual urine, which could be dangerous. They're going to see how they could get pure water from it in an emergency.
You don't want to get your pee in there. This is your clean drinking water bottle.
They each provide samples and set about preparing them. The idea is that the urine will evaporate in the tropical sun, with pure drinking water collecting in the second cooler bottle.
I think it's disgusting, and I'm not particularly looking forward to drinking it.
I suppose it's good to know how to do it if you really, really want to.
All they've got to do now is leave the samples out in the sun for the afternoon. Meanwhile, the darting operation continues. And this time, everyone gets a chance to help the ground crew with the rhinos.
There we go. Well done.
Take the temperature.
Promise gets one of the more unusual jobs.
You put the thermometer up his bum.
No, not less than.
The rhino's temperature has to be taken every few minutes to check it's not getting too hot. The final darting of the day is a special one, to relocate a rhino to another reserve as part of a breeding programme. Everyone has to help get the huge animal loaded up for the journey. Manoeuvring a 2-ton rhino into a crate needs a cool head.
But the rhino pulls back now and goes past the crate, then we've got trouble.
But the operation goes perfectly, a fitting end to an incredible day.
I can't even explain how great this was.
It's just unreal how we got so close. I've been able to touch them and get involved, and I didn't think I'd be able to do that. It's been amazing.
Very, very carefully unveil your bottles.
Yay!
Back at camp, their drinks are waiting for them.
Oh, I've got a mouthful. Yeah?
I've got a drop.
Okay. Very good.
Small amounts of what should be pure water have collected in most of the bottles.
Think I'm going to drink it?
Yeah, you are.
Are you crazy?
Oh, that stinks!
Parry, you first.
It reeks, doesn't it?
What does it taste like?
Just tastes like water, but a bit warm.
Can I take this away now, please?
Didn't even get any. Just tastes like water.
Excellent.
Just a drop of water.
That's all it should be. Dave, you going next?
This will quench your thirst when you're in the middle of the desert. That is just revolting, that is.
What does it taste like?
Urine.
Did you drink the right bottle? You did open it carefully, didn't you?
I don't know. Oh, that tastes minging.
There is an art to open them. You do have to be really careful.
Over dinner, Emma reveals a final surprise. The reserve has offered a place in its 5-star tented camp.
Tonight, there is a room in a luxury tent waiting for somebody.
It's always a lot of
Clean sheets, folded towels, and a luxury a la carte breakfast tomorrow morning.
whoever gets it.
Whoever gets right. Hard part is you guys have got to vote for that person.
Oh,
that
just
is
as long as you.
I'll start then.
Yeah.
Martin.
Why?
I don't know why.
Pez, cause my body.
And Aimee, because she deserves to chill.
Pez. Because I think everyone could do with a break.
Holly, because she just doesn't ever like anything, so this will be a break from her moaning for one night.
Aimee, because she's winched up, but without her we wouldn't have got anything finished.
Aimee and Parry now have 2 votes each. It's all down to promise.
I can't choose.
You have to.
I can't.
Do you have to pick between us?
No, you can pick anyone.
Sorry, Parry.
Oh man!
Aimee. Thank you.
You stupid woman!
No, the added bonus is you can take somebody with you, and they have to be a girl.
What? Promise and Ellie have already had special treats, so there's really only one choice.
Take Holly.
Okay, Holly. Holly.
I can't believe you, man! And you, Chris!
Thank you.
Holly and Aimee couldn't be happier.
I want to live here.
This is quite scarily nice.
Meanwhile, David and Parry couldn't be more fed up.
It's so unfair, yeah? The girls get like all the trips and everything, the boys get nothing.
Me and Dave's been working our butts off for nothing.
Aimee does not deserve that at all. It's a joke!
Wow. Luxury is not the word. It's just amazing. I feel kind of like, oh my goodness, you know, I'm too dirty and smelly to be here. And oh, it was brilliant because the group voted for me to come here, which was just so nice.
But David and Parry feel the boys should have stuck together.
Chris is a traitor. He's a traitor.
One of the lads could have been sleeping in a 5-star hotel. But oh no, yeah, come vote for a girl.
He's gone way past the line. He voted for Aimee. Just breathe.
I'm going to enjoy this tonight. So, night.
The team need all the rest they can get as they're about to begin their main expedition, a grueling 50-mile desert trek to the Skeleton Coast, so named because many shipwrecked sailors have perished in the extreme conditions. Their mission is to find rare desert rhino, and it won't be easy. These special black rhinos are even more endangered than Ongava's white rhinos. Poachers have reduced their numbers to just 150, and they roam over a vast desert area. The team will be working with the Namibian charity Save the Rhino Trust. Head of research is Mike Hearn.
They're called the desert rhino because they've adapted to the conditions. They've got used to the very big distances between food and water. And if you lose the animals here, essentially you could never bring rhino back here. So every bit of information counts. Using the markings to identify...
The charity keeps constant tabs on the animals' health and location, helping protect them from disease and poaching. It will be the team's job to help collect this vital information. They'll have to travel on foot through the desert for nearly a week, with 6 camels carrying all their supplies and water.
This expedition is going to be tough. There's no two ways about it. They're going to really have to search hard within themselves to get through this.
I'm a bit sort of nervous about it because we're going to be trying to cover quite long distances in really hot weather, and I think I'm probably one of the weaker ones.
I know it's going to be very hard, but I think I'm ready for the expedition.
This is the moment of truth. Are you ready for the trek of your lives?
For several days they'll be following dry riverbeds, the most likely place to find desert rhino, before entering the huge sand dune belt nearer the coast. Martin's first to go up front to track rhinos, but quickly hits a problem.
Ellie from Martin, over. Ellie receiving, over. We've kind of got a little bit of a concern about the direction of the wind, because if there's a rhino, that it will smell us because the wind will be pushing from behind us.
Yes, I received that. We'll come up with a new plan.
They're heading directly towards the coast and expected to be walking into the wind, but recent freak weather means it's actually right behind them.
Rhinos have very good smells, so any rhino that we would be tracking would be able to smell us immediately.
Should we not follow the riverbed? Have to go. It'll be too late because they can smell you, they can smell from far.
There's no perfect solution, but finally they decide to head at a slight angle to the wind, giving them an even longer trek to the coast.
Come on, man! Come on! Getting on my nerves. You're so greedy. Can't just walk.
Late morning and still no sign of rhinos, but they do have other wild encounters.
Actually, it's very small, but it's definitely a dangerous snake.
And soon after, they come across another scary sight.
Oh, wow. Oh, its head's still there.
It's the remains of an antelope killed by lions.
There was a mother and 3 cubs wandering around here. Killed us.
Yeah.
Oh, dangerous.
It's really amazing to see that a lion and its 3 cubs could do something like this.
It'd be quite exciting to see a lion, but it'd be really scary as well.
They trek a total of 4 miles in the morning before they need to stop in the heat of the day.
Nelson, please! Nelson, cuss! Cuss! Your breath stinks, cuss! Come on, you have to cuss me, come on, cuss, cuss! Cuss, Nelson, come on! Good boy!
Well done, well done. Nicely done.
They'll rest for a couple of hours in whatever shade they can find, but the heat has already got to Aimee.
We've not had enough water, it's as simple as that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to drink lots?
Yeah. I've got there's like the beginning of a headachy, migraine-y thing, which is just like, ow. I'd rather just stay here for the day now.
But there are many more miles to cover, once the camels are ready to get going.
Emma, hold on, he's still weird. Not still? I thought they were supposed to hold water.
Yeah. One there, cool.
At last, there's good news up front. Ellie and Chris have picked up some rhino tracks.
That's good, mate.
Ah, look at that.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, you can see as well.
He's had a sleep, so this is where he was.
It's like a glimmer of hope because you actually feel like you're getting somewhere.
Give it a
right
good
in
squeeze
the
in your hand. Oh, it's pungent.
It's a really weird thing to be feeling rhino poo and seeing how moist it is, but I suppose if it gets us to find the rhino, then it's all worth it.
The afternoon wears on, then suddenly they spot something moving. It turns out not to be the rhino, but a jackal.
See, just before the big bush, you see 2 little ears.
What do you think?
That's a jackal. It's a black jackal.
They carry on with the rhino search, but the light's fading fast.
But if you push on, it's going to be really hard to see the tracks, isn't it?
Reluctantly, they decide to call off the search until morning. They've trekked for an exhausting 8 hours on their first day, and they've still got to make camp.
Everyone's wrecked, everyone's very, very tired. But hopefully we can just get the shelters up and just go to bed.
Chefs for the night, Promise and Parry, have concocted a strange brew.
Rice with black lentils, and we'll put a garlic and herb sauce in. And we'll add a bit of Swanee soup.
Well, I can't wait.
That's nice.
It goes down surprisingly well with the hungry trekkers, but Aimee's got no appetite.
I've just like feel physically sick, stupidly enough dehydrated in the day, and once you like start to feel bad, like physically, you just start to mull over all the things you're missing and things.
Aimee is really down. The boy, she really doesn't get on with at all. And I think tonight it's really culminated. She's had a bit of a bad day.
I just want to go to bed. I want to go home actually.
She shares her troubles with Emma.
Why should I have to go around and pick up after them and yell at them and all this? It's not up to me.
And you regret snapping.
And then I have to apologise for snapping, and then that makes it worse, and it's like, oh.
Mm.
I figured that it's easier if I just try and brush off sort of negative feelings, whatever, and I just try and smile and laugh and all sort of stuff, you know. I'm not going to cry anymore. I've had enough of it.
Through the night, they each have an hour's sentry duty to put off wild animals from coming into the camp. And the day's lion kill is playing on Promise's mind.
Just the thought of a lion about that just sends things down my spine. I'm totally freaked out. See, I'm actually glad we're doing our sentries.
They've planned a 4 AM start to avoid the heat, and it comes way too quickly.
Promise, as soon as we get up here, 4 o'clock.
Alright.
I'm up. Everything just aches already, and it's only, what, the second day.
My knickers are wet, my socks are wet, my feet stink.
My neck hurts, my shoulders hurt. And I thought it was going well yesterday.
What's the biggest difference between this morning and yesterday morning?
We're getting up earlier and we're getting our packs.
Basically, guys, you're getting it together. I'm really impressed.
They head off just after sunrise, and Ellie and Chris get back on the trail of the rhino they were tracking.
For the last few minutes, there's been a slight change in these tracks.
But very soon, there's a setback.
The toe's dug in.
The toe's dug in a lot more, isn't it?
Yeah.
This guy's been spooked, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The rhino's been running, and we think that we could have caused that. I'm quite disappointed because we've been following this track for quite a long time now.
They find no more rhino tracks before once again the midday heat forces them to stop. A small spring provides a welcome oasis.
They're just nice and slowly. You've got to slow them right down.
It's a chance for everyone to top up on water.
It's not the most ideal, but the map doesn't show any more water for the coast.
It's not clean enough for us to drink, so I'm putting a couple of drops of iodine in to purify it.
The constant trekking is starting to take its toll.
This morning I found a blister on my foot and I thought, oh, it'll be okay, but as we started walking my feet were getting worse and now they really, really hurt.
The entire desert team crash out for more than 2 hours.
It's only like the second day and we're all already completely shattered. Oh, it's just really worrying.
I'm a bit tired and I can't really be bothered. My feet are hurting, but I know I've got a gun on.
They desperately need to find some desert rhinos. They walk and walk and walk, but find absolutely no sign till late afternoon.
Tell us what you think.
I think this is quite recent. Really wet.
Wow, we're on the trail.
It's the hottest lead yet, and the tracks are really clear. But yet again, there's disappointment as they run out of light.
I don't know if we can look anymore, but it's getting dark in it. It's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? Because even the poo was like warm still, so he's obviously quite close to it. But it is getting dark and it'll get dangerous.
It's a real blow to the exhausted team and tempers fray over what to do next.
I think we should just keep on going. And if we keep on going, then it's going to be an easier walk in the morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's 4 miles tomorrow morning. Yeah, I don't really think it's safe to go with the camels because they have seriously got like really full belts twice.
I think for safety reasons we'll stay here tonight.
I'm like really annoyed now. They're saying we'll be refreshed in the morning, but we wake up in the morning with sore feet. Our legs will ache and everyone will be like, can't be bothered. But no one ever like listens to me.
Some of the boys are still having trouble remembering that it's a group, and you know, not the whole group is going to want to go on at all times, and you know, they can't get in a strop if the decision goes against them.
Team morale is at a low. Time is running out to find rhinos, and some of the hardest trekking is still to come.
They're absolutely shattered all the time. They're really noticing how hard it is to walk in the sand. So when they get to the dunes, it's going to be incredibly hard work. And the next few days are going to be a real test for them.
I found it really quite hard today, which concerns me a bit. That makes me just sort of feel I'd rather be at home than here. This is an experience of a lifetime, and we've only got a couple of days left, so I got to enjoy it, but it's hard to enjoy it when it's really hard.
Next time on Serious Desert, emotional contact with home.
I'm just a bit sad to hear your voice.
The rhino search gets critical.
We really do need to find one before we get to the coast.
And the going gets tough in the dunes.
We come up sand dunes, and we can see it's more sand dunes.